Three, two, one, and go.
Hi y'all, this is Straight to the Point and I'm China. I'm Shar.
And I'm Shonda.
So ladies, what are we gonna talk about today?
So today, see, there's so much going on. So let's just get into some. How was you guys' week? How was the week?
My week was just wonderful. I mean, you know, my basic routine, just working out here, hustling all the time on the grind for sure. How about you, China?
You know me, big and back bullying. I be chilling or whatever.
Well, my week was awesome. I mean, you know, working as usual,
Right.
getting a little workout in, you know, that type of thing. But did you guys see anything, watch anything good this week on TV, this weekend? Anything?
I actually took a little time out and checked out that new movie that came out on Netflix. You know I'm just like a Netflix fiend when it comes to the movies and wine. So I was looking at Dirty John and I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Did
I've
you see
seen
that?
Dirty John.
You seen
That was pretty good.
Yeah. So it was basically about meeting people online.
Exactly. How do you guys
Like
feel
blind
about
dating, right?
dating online? Do you like that, or do you like kind of stay away from
Me
it?
personally, I would try it, but you really gotta be like screening them.
You gotta be screening the niggas. Okay. Well, I'm gonna screen me some niggas.
When you say screen,
Niggas. Okay, but listen,
You
me
gotta screen them though.
on the other hand, I feel like I'm more used to the old school way of meeting a person, you know, just at the gas station or the grocery store or whatnot, you know, things like that. So I mean, I've tried it, and you know, of course, the advertisement and stuff on TV is very tempting. You see all the nice looking guys, model type levels, and
yeah,
then
but
when
those
you
guys
tune
are
in,
never the ones.
those are
that
not
be
the
behind the
ones. They be
freaking
some
screen.
creepy looking people,
Exactly.
and they be saying some crazy stuff. So you know, it's kind of hard. But I've heard of good relationships turning out off of those things. You know,
Right.
some people have found
Christian
even
Maple,
marriage.
honey.
But do
you
you
know.
have people like that you know, like close to you, that have been successful on these dating websites?
No.
Um, I wouldn't really say someone in particular that was close to me. I've like came across different people, you know, maybe at the workplace or a friend of a friend, something like that, where they said that they met somebody online and they ended up marrying them or whatever. But on the other hand, no. But in the sense of, well, not to get off track on that, with the Dirty John, the lady went in, and I kind of thought that, for one, she married him really soon.
Everything
You know, I
happened
didn't think
fast.
that was really typical for somebody to do. But then again, I don't know, because if you ain't going through that stage where, you know, you feel like you've been through life, she said she clearly had more than one marriage.
Yeah,
so that
but-
wasn't like her first one.
Yeah, and then some people, they're like praying all along, and then when something comes, they want to hurry up and jump on it, so, you know, they could just be like, this is a blessing from God or whatever, and be like, this is for me, so I'm going to go ahead and get married.
Right,
So that
right.
could be a reason, too. That's
Yeah.
the same thing that kind of happened in The Fall from Grace. I
Okay,
feel.
okay, yeah.
I was feeling like they moved too fast though.
Yeah.
Saying that is because with both of them, they both had past marriages, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like you would think you would know. And her and Dirty John, she had 4 marriages. So it's just like you went right into it. It was
Right.
like eight weeks later, and
And
they
they
was
were
up
married, yeah, right.
Oh, you mean The Fall from Grace?
No, Dirty John.
Oh yeah, she did have 4 marriages.
Yeah.
She was such a sweet lady though, and it was just like, I think like after like the 4th marriage, she was just feeling like this has got to be the
Yeah,
one.
Right.
Even though her daughter right off the rip when she met him,
She
she was
was
just
like,
like,
nah,
dude,
This
where
is,
you-
yeah,
But you
why
know-
you just want my mom's money?
Exactly.
With that though, you know how we be though with our parents. So it's just like in the beginning, yeah, she could have been iffy, like you know how she was like, you know, you don't know him, let's give him a chance. But after a while, you seen the signs too, so you should have been like trying to listen to her. You know,
But when
so
you
it's
in
kinda
it, it's
like-
a different situation. You know, you're always kind of feeling like, well, you
This
know, they don't
maybe
want
I
me to
could
be
try
happy.
harder, or
Right.
you know, my kids ain't running. Because I mean, I was kind of feeling that on the sense of being a mom with older children and you know, trying to date and feeling like you like somebody, and they be like, off the rip, you know, kind of like not really feeling them, and so you don't want to really feel like you taking somebody over your children, but at the same time, it's like, okay, y'all, I can't dictate my life off of y'all, and clearly
right.
you're grown,
Right.
and I want to live my own life.
Yeah,
So I kind of
exactly.
seen her like battling between those two factors, you know,
Right.
with him. But it was like once you seen that he was on drugs and everything,
Right, and he was wearing a doctor suit and
never
getting a
lies
call.
and stuff.
Like,
Didn't
when
have
the
a
daughter found
pager
that
or a
box,
phone.
She should have definitely, that should have been her red flag. When she found that box, she was like, "Mom, like he's not even. Is he a
Well,
doctor?"
y'all, I'm gonna have to say again, in my own personal experience, I've had experience, you know, loving somebody and finding out that was the case, and still, you know, trying to work it out, and
Right.
you know what I mean, saying that, you know what I mean, you have faith in that they were, because he took her through the withdrawal stage, and she stayed with him that while he was going through it in recovery or whatever, and then he
Exactly.
did the little relapse thing. I don't think he ever really stopped. He
I
just
think
was
she
telling
kind
her
of knew
that.
in her mind though that, like, you know, at that point when she went through it with him while he was going through withdrawal, I think she knew in the back of her mind, like, this dude is not right.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stay here and just kind of see what exactly is he doing.
So, and she was protecting her money too.
Exactly. She was
Yeah,
trying
but
to
she
protect
was,
that
but she
point.
started plotting against
Yeah.
it at the same time. So
So
I
she
will
can
give
get
her that
ready.
to say she was smart enough to say, you know, let me go
Right.
and get these agreements since they was early in the game of the marriage and everything, and she kind of changed some different stuff up. So
Right.
yeah,
So that was pretty cool.
but for the most part, I really did enjoy that.
I enjoyed that movie a lot too because it's just like, you know, it's just things you need to be on the lookout for when you are doing online dating.
Yes,
For
definitely.
me, online dating is not for me.
No.
I mean, I've tried different sites and
Yeah.
it's just like straight creeping. So
I agree.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'll just stick to the basics.
Yeah, definitely.
And kind of like bringing that to a close and want to share some other things or either touch on some other serious situations that happen. I definitely want to give condolences to the Bryant family, Kobe Bryant and his family. That was a
Yes,
tragic
yes,
thing that
most
happened with Kobe
definitely.
and his daughter. So I actually, when I first saw it on social media, I thought it was a joke. It's sad to say that, you know, something so serious, but people today, they just play and
And they
just, you
post
know, with
anything,
all
right?
kind of craziness.
Believe it.
So you don't even know if something is, you know, a joke or real news. But
Exactly.
when it was confirmed, it was just like so heartbreaking. Then to find out his daughter was in there as well was a
Right.
very
It's
tragic
just a very
situation.
sad-
Yeah.
it's a very sad situation.
Right, right.
Just want to give the family respect and everything. So
Definitely. But did you ladies happen to see the post that Miss Brandy put up
no.
about her and Kobe Bryant? I had caught a little glimpse of that, and I was kind of surprised to see. I actually never knew that Brandy dated, the R&B singer Brandy dated Kobe Bryant
Oh,
in their younger
yeah.
day. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
they went to prom or something like. I remember him taking her to prom. Her prom.
Okay, because I know
Yeah.
they were showing some different footage, pictures and stuff that I'm assuming probably was from prom because they were like dressed up or whatever. But
I'm young, y'all.
she
so
went
y'all
on
know
to
that.
say some serious things about how, you know, it could have been a possibility that she would have been the wife. She apparently had left him for Mace, you know, the rapper Mace with Puff Daddy and them. So, which I thought was kind of strange too. I'm thinking
Yeah, I mean, really,
Mace
like,
was corny. I thought he was corny.
why is this the time to bring
I
that
don't
up, though, Brandy? Like,
Just
Just give
that
your
was my main
condolences.
thing
No, you
too.
should've
Yes,
defended that.
yes, that
Yeah.
was
Say
really.
something.
I really felt like it was irrelevant at this point. You stressing how much you regretted it because it's like he was a married man for like what 4
Exactly.
children in with his wife. They had already had their ups and downs and pretty much seemed to be, you know, more laid back and just kind of came to the conclusion that they loved each other enough to get
Right.
past the
Yeah.
drama. And then here she come with some stuff after he gone now.
yeah,
you
Brandy,
know.
what's happening
Yeah, it's
with
like-
that? Are you coming out with a new album? Let's work on that part.
Probably.
Well, I'm sure Vanessa's
I'm not
like,
saying I don't like your work. I do love your work.
right. I'm sure Vanessa just sat back with her glass of wine like the boy is mine, Brandy. So just let it go.
Right.
But yeah, so And let's see, I was kind of like overwhelmed with this Super Bowl. Unfortunately, my
goodness.
Browns wasn't in the bowl. Shout out to the
Right.
Cleveland
Shout out to the
Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
You already know.
The dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to root for Kansas City because it was still Midwest.
I was rooting for San Fran.
Oh, you was?
Yes, I was.
Thank you, 808.
Yeah.
Brings.
Why?
Why
Um,
not?
Kansas City. I don't have.
Well, what you mean with San Fran?
I've been there. I've never been to Kansas.
okay. Check, done. That's one. What about you?
We on the West
You
Coast.
just
Right,
all right.
exactly,
You know, it gotta
and
be
that's
some
number two.
type of way that you feel the need to kind of like go here or there because you know, of course, we from the CLE, so that ain't our team. But me, I was thinking Kansas City because it was Midwest and you know Cleveland Midwest, probably about. But they were having all this controversy about the quarterback. Now, of course, and I think we need to touch on these topics, but this gonna be in a later segment. But with the situation that we have within our culture, within our race, labeling cultures and ethnicities, and you know, whatever may have you, and it was a lot of controversy about the quarterback being the first black quarterback.
Okay.
And then I seen a couple of comments about him not being all the way black, that he was biracial. And then somebody came and said, well, if y'all want to talk about first biracial quarterbacks, that would be Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson. But again, this is going to be another topic because I think that the prejudice that we have within our own race, being dark skinned and lighter complected black people, this is something that I feel is very serious and should be addressed very deeply with deep concern, because when they go into, again, making a unique other race biracial, whether it be black with white, white with Chinese, whatever, what have you, that isn't, that I think that have became its own race in itself. So people should be identified for that. You can't really give somebody something or label somebody for something that they're really not. So again, they were making all these controversies on where they should put him, and of course, you know, white society thinks that if you're biracial, black, white, they already label you as just being black.
Yeah.
And all in all, that's not the case. So
Yeah, that shit. I mean, it's just so many different people. Like, I met a girl the other day, and she was just like, she was Nigerian, French, Filipino, and something. It was just like 4 different things. Like, a lot of these people, you can't even classify them anymore.
Right.
They have so many different races. So, I mean, I don't see how you can just say someone is black just and they
Right.
have different races inside.
exactly.
It's just like, we're all people. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
like, what's the big
For the
deal?
most part, yes, I agree, Sean. But then when you know people start talking about different things like that and throwing accusations, of course, then it makes you want to kind of touch on them and not leave any stones unturned. So again, when I saw the young man, I thought, well, yeah, he ain't black. I mean,
Looking at them physically.
physically, yeah. I knew that he was not, he looked like he might have some black in him, or, you know, African American, whatever term you want to use, but clearly he was not all the way black. So again, I don't think that should be the label for him if that's not the case.
Right.
That's my personal opinion. I mean, anybody that has their own opinion, I would like for you to comment below. Let me know how you feel. And again, I wanted to touch on this topic.
Yeah, this
At a
topic
later
is,
time.
Yeah, it's very controversial
Mhm.
these days. It's just like everything has to turn into racism.
Yeah.
I'm sure like the whole Kobe Bryant situation is turning into racism. So,
Right.
I mean, it's just like we're never gonna win with this. So I just feel like people are people. I know there's a lot of history and everything about, you know, the black race, the white. They always make it seem like it's just the black and the white race that's here.
Yeah.
Like, it's more than that.
It's way
It's
more.
more
And
than
I
that.
mean, it even gets more deeper because, like I said, within our own race in itself, being dark and light complected black people, that is a prejudiced situation within itself.
that's a whole nother
outside
video.
of a whole nother race disliking us because of whatever reason, or any other race for that matter. So that's what I really feel passionate about to address is the prejudice that we have within our own culture. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
We got a lot of women out here that I know feel that they're not beautiful at all just because of the dark skin of their, you know, the
Right.
color of their tone, you know, and that's clearly not the truth. That's far from the facts. So,
You just
know.
have to love yourself. That is
Basically.
what I feel like.
And
If
know
you
that you
love
guys are
yourself
all
inside and
beautiful
out, then you will be happy with what God gave you.
right,
Right.
definitely, definitely. But in a society, when you know that you have to be kind of like instilled with different values, that means somebody have to put that in you along with you
Exactly.
feeling this way is because
Yes.
you need encouragement every day along the way.
Right.
So you definitely have to have
Parents
somebody
that
or
instill
somewhere,
that
yeah,
in,
you know,
'Cause
somewhere.
our mother did that for us.
And I think that's what helped us a lot because, like I said, I see women, and it's women out here that are dark complected and they're grown and they have an issue to this day. You know, if you go over to like Jamaica and stuff, you see the women over there bleaching their
Oh
skin.
yeah,
So it's clearly
the
not.
caking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clearly not just something of being an adolescent or anything of that nature. It's like women all over, you know, for that matter. So
Yep. And they
And,
probably didn't have the parents to instill that in them because their parents are probably feeling the same way that, you know,
yep,
white skin is superior.
exactly, exactly. So,
So
but
let's talk about the wine you brought, 808.
Oh, so today, you guys, we are drinking. This is a Yellowtail Pink Moscato.
That's good. It's
What
like
do you
bubbly.
guys? You guys like it?
I like
I
it.
think
It's
it
like,
was
like
okay.
champagne-ish,
Yeah,
like
it-
bubbly.
It has strawberries, sherbet, and green apples. So
Okay,
you can enjoy
okay.
it chilled or with your favorite dessert.
it makes you feel like kind of
Well, we
like
got
summer,
a cheese and
spring.
fruit platter, you guys. With some fruit,
Yeah, what's
some
on my
cheeses.
China made the fruit platter. So what do we have here?
We have some Gouda cheese,
I
which
love
is in the middle. We have some blueberries, some raspberries, and some grapes. We have pepper
Also
jack
sweet.
cheese.
Watermelon.
Is it good? I didn't taste it. We do
I
have
think it's
watermelon,
toffee tasty.
cantaloupe, kiwi was in there if I'm not mistaken,
Kiwi,
and pineapples.
Berries. We had some berries. We
Just to
done ate
do
the
something
berries.
different, you know, a little healthy snack while we chit chat with our people, our good people.
Healthy snacks are good.
So how was everybody's weekend? What
It was
did you
really
guys
good.
do? Are we wrapping it up?
We enjoyed talking to y'all,
We did.
and we're gonna be back
We'll
soon.
be back next with our next video. We'll probably do a mukbang because you guys, a lot of you don't know about Polish Boys, so we are going to introduce you to Polish Boys. If you are from Cleveland, you should know, and it's probably one of your favorites. So, Char's a specialty, has a specialty in making them, so we're gonna be throwing down and showing you guys exactly.
And
what
we're
we talking
signing
about.
out, so you can find me on
All right.
Instagram at hashtag China, hashtag Bina, all that.
And you can find me on Instagram at Up to Par.
And follow me on my IG at Shonda808.
And we out, straight to the point.
Good.